Good morning, students. This is the time for computer class and I am your computer teacher. So we are continuing the lesson MS Word, a word processor. Till now, in this video, we have discussed about what is a word processing software or simply a word processor. So a word processor helps to perform the following tasks like typing our text, correcting spelling mistake and grammatical errors, aligning text within margins, offers a variety of font style and font sizes, see a preview of the text that you have typed in. The applications of word processors can process the following documents like brochures, advertisement, directories, newsletter, resumes and cover letters, web pages, reports, books. So we have also discussed how to start the MS Word 2016, the different components of MS Word 2000 like title bar, tab, ribbon, rulers, text area, scroll bars, status bar. We also discussed how to create a new document, the steps required to create a new document, how can we add text in a document, what is word wrapping, the shortcut keys to move the cursor on the screen like arrows keys, page up, page down key, home key, end key, control plus home, control plus end key, their uses, how to save a file, the shortcut method to save a file, how to close a document, the steps required to close the document, the difference between the close and the exit, how to open an existing document, the steps required to open an existing document, editing a document. So what is editing? What is word wrapping? How do we select the text? Selecting the text by mouse, selecting the text by keyboard. How can we select a word, a paragraph, several words or lines, entire document? Next, we have discussed how to insert the text in our document area. What is copying the text? What are the steps required to copy the text? What is moving the text? What are the steps required to move the text? The difference between copying the text and moving the text. How can we delete the text? The difference between the delete key and the backspace key. Formatting a document. What is formatting? The different types of formatting like character formatting, paragraph formatting. Emphasizing the text like bold, italic, underline, strike through, superscript, subscript. How can we format the text characters? Changing the font typeface and size, changing the text color and text highlights, changing the text alignment. What is alignment? The 4 different types of alignment like left align. It is used to arrange the text evenly in a straight line at the left side of the document but with the uneven edges on the right side. Right align. It is opposite of the left align with the text evenly arranged at the right side of the document but uneven from the left. Center. It means that the text is placed at the center of the left and right margin. It is mostly used for giving titles and heading. Next, justify. It places the text evenly between the left and the right margin. Next, line spacing. What is line spacing? The steps to change the line spacing. What is inter-paragraph spacing? The steps required to change the inter-paragraph spacing. What are bullets and numbering? What is the use of bullets and numberings? The steps required to apply bullets and numbering in our document. And after applying, how can we remove the bullets and numbering from our document? What is border and shading? How can we apply the border and shading in our document? What is header? What is footer? How can we apply the header and footer in our document? How can we insert the objects in a document? What are symbols? What are equations? How can we insert the symbols and equations in our document? Next, what is word art? How can we apply the word art in our document? Next is inserting pictures. What is picture? What are the steps required to insert the picture? How can we insert the picture from a file? How can we insert the picture from the internet? Wrapping the text around a picture. Inserting shapes. How can we insert the shapes? What are auto shapes? How can we insert the text in a shapes? How can we insert the drawing? The different steps required to draw. Next, how can we apply the superscript and subscript? What is table? What is cell? So now in this video, the first topic that we are going to discuss over here is entering the text into a table. The first topic that we are going to discuss is entering the text into a table. How can we enter the text into a table? The different steps required to enter the text into a table. To enter the text into the table, first of all, like suppose we can say that this is the table over here. So what is table? We can say it is a collection of several cells. And what is cell? We can say it is the intersection of row and column. So all these are cells over here, and the collection of these cells is known as table. So how can we enter the text in a table? First of all, position the mouse pointer in the first cell of the table. That means bring the mouse pointer over here and have a left click. The cursor comes over here in the first cell. Now start typing. If you want to move from the one cell to another cell, press the tab key to move from one cell to another cell. So as soon as the text is entered in the cell, move to the next cell of the row by pressing the tab key. Once you reach the last cell of the row, press the tab key to go to the first cell of the next column. This means that after when you reach over here, so now you press the tab key. After reaching over here, when you press the tab key, it will bring you over here. So now the next topic is adding rows and column in a table. How can we add the rows and column in a table? Adding rows and column in a table. So in order to add the rows and column in a table, first of all select the row or column which you want to add. Suppose I have left click over here. As soon as I left click over here, the entire row will get selected. Now click on layout tab. Now click on the layout tab. So from the layout tab, click on the after the layout tab, click on the insert above or insert below. So after selecting the row, move to the layout tab, and from there click on the insert above. When you click on the insert above, a new row will be get inserted above the selected row, and when you click on insert below, a new row will be inserted below the selected row to the specified positions. So similarly, when you want to insert the column over here, like suppose when you want to insert the column, suppose I brought the cursor over here. As soon as I brought the cursor over here, it got converted into the arrow sign. I left click over here and the entire column got selected over here. Now in order to insert a column, first of all again click on the layout tab. Now to insert the column, we have the option of insert left or insert right. So if I click on the insert left, a new column will be inserted to the left of the selected row, and if I click on insert right, a new column will be inserted to the selected column. So when we choose the insert right, a new column will be get inserted on the right of the selected column. So in this way we can insert the columns and rows. Now in order to delete the rows and column, what we have to do? First of all, we have to click on the table. So now the next topic that we are going to discuss is deleting rows, columns and cell in a table. So in order to delete the rows and column, first of all, what we have to do is just click the table. Click on table. So a new tab will appear called the layout tab. Now click on the delete button. Click on delete button in the row column group. Now a list of option will appear. So where we can select the delete option, like we can delete the cells. A list of option will appear, like over here: delete cells, delete column, delete row. So we can click on any of one of them which we want to delete, and the row column will be deleted from the table. Now comes the topic merging the cells in a table. Merging the cells in a table. So what does the word merging means? Merging means to combine two or more cells into a single cell. So how can we merge the cell? So first of all, there are different options. Select the cells which you want to merge. After selecting the cell, go to the layout tab, and from the layout tab click on the merge cell button. The cell will be merged into a single one. So first of all, select the cells which you want to merge. Now click on layout, and then click on merge. Click on merge option to merge the cells. Now comes the topic splitting the cells. Splitting the cells. So splitting is just opposite of merging. So with the help of splitting, we can split a single cell into a multiple cell. Like suppose consider this is a cell, so we can consider it into several cells, like over here. So a single cell can be divided into several cells. So this is known as splitting the cell. So first of all, for this, what we have to do is click on table. Then from the table, click on layout tab. From the layout tab, now click on split cells button. Where it is available? In the merge group. It is available in the merge group. So a split cell dialog box will appear. Where we can write the number of columns that we want over here, number of rows that we want over here, and then after writing the number of columns and number of rows over here, we can press the OK button, and that cell will be divided into the number of columns and the number of rows accordingly. So in this way we can split the cells. So this was all about the table. In table, how we can insert the rows and column, and how we can merge, how we can split. So the next topic that we are going to discuss is checking spelling and grammatical error mistakes. Checking spelling and grammar. So in MS Word we have the option of checking the spelling and grammar errors by searching the whole document. So whenever the error is found, we get the suggestion either to accept or to ignore it. So in MS Word document, the green wavy line shows the grammatical mistake and the red wavy line shows the spelling mistake. Remember, green wavy line shows grammatical error, shows grammatical error, and the red wavy line shows spelling error, spelling mistakes. So how can we check the spelling and grammar mistake? So first of all, place the word on the cursor. Like suppose I have placed the word on the cursor over here, which I want to check the spelling and grammar error. Now move to the review tab, and on the review tab, so now move to the click on review tab, click on review tab, and from the review tab click on spelling and grammar, click on spelling and grammar button present in the proofing group. Where it is present? It is present in the proofing group. So a dialog box will appear, so where a misspelled word will be given and a list of words with the correct spelling will be displayed. So we can select any of the correct spelling from there and can click on the change button. As soon as we click on the change button, the word will be get changed. So we also have the different options, like we have the option of ignore once. So what does the ignore once do? So by clicking on this button, the error shown once will be ignored. Ignore all means when we click on this, a particular error in the whole document will be get ignored. Add means the highlighted word will be added to the MS Word dictionary. Change means the click on this button to insert the correct word, and a panel of suggestion word will be appeared. We can select any of the word and can click on change. Change all means wherever these type of words are found, we can change it with the selected word whenever they are found in the document. So in this way we can check our spelling and grammars. Thank you.